Hey, yo, happy Father's Day to you too, bro. Appreciate that. How you doing, Palmetto?
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And he slips up past the 45 before being
I haven't played the demo since they updated. No, I haven't played that yet, bro. I've been meaning to hop on there, though. Check it out.
So much for staying ahead of the chains with a 3 or 4 yard gain on 1st down. They move the chains with a nice little run.
Yeah, they're making the chain gang hustle a little bit to try and keep up, aren't they? Because a lot of the first series of games are scripted, many times to probe and find some holes in the defense. Sometimes you attack with some big-time runs, too.
1st down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game.
I'm better.
The ball again and again and again.
Easy. I'm going to have to try it out today. Try it out.
Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll try the air now with Smith. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, he ain't go.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Now Gino. Flush to his right.
How you drop that?
Broken up. The contact well timed there. And
Didn't
now
want to
4th down. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out.
What
And
the
that is
fuck?
no good.
Here we go.
And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the
The
missed
wind
field.
perfect. They was going other way.
You come into a game on the road, you're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. Now Mahomes.
Yep.
And the Seahawks
What type of time he
defense
got?
gets to him, and they bring him down. Jaron Reed just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, 46 yards. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline,
I did not mean to throw that. I promise I did not mean to throw that. Playing trash.
Picked off by Justin Reed. Still going. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
That's big. Stand down, stand down.
Intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. But their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They work now on 2nd and 9. Geno now to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. On the counter, it's Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The first catch of the ball game there for Metcalf, and a first down to boot. Up the middle they run. It's Walker, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And that play stopped behind the line by a corner. Trent McDuffie getting in there. To throw is Smith. 1:58 left to play.
Franchise? Nah, this ain't franchise, bro. I ain't played a franchise. It's been a minute since I played franchise.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Smith.
Oh my God, what is up with this?
And the throw there going to be
I gotta go.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They snap it to Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Yeah, this head-to-head online, bro. Damn, come on, guys.
Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
With the smoke, dog. That's what you call yourself?
Now here's Mahomes.
Ah! The hands, bro.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
It's on the board.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. And Xavier Worthy, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. Butker on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too
buddy? They even block it.
You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he's got this down to the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Again, Smith. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And the pressure gets to him again. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
What's up, Anthony? Come on, man.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Mahomes going to throw. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Yeah.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Off of play action, here's Smith. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Well, that free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Walker now on 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
That was
bad. Falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. And they'll run on 3rd down with Charbonnet. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. Back to throw, Smith. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Seahawks are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Hey.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Pick. That's pick, baby.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And the Seahawks are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
Hey. I'm about a part of my fade.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's see.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. 1st down, Seahawks.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Running left is Walker. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Walker is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. Here now, 2nd and goal. And now Smith going to change the play. Walker with another carry. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Geno Smith taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And bulldozing his way through. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Mahomes. Finding Kelsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Good sack. Good sack.
He's taken down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. What can they draw up now? Time to find out on a 3rd and 8. Mahomes will throw.
Ooh.
Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown.
Got 3 timeouts. We can make something shake.
To their own 34-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Oh.
Catch is made by Metcalf. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Here's 1st and 10. From the gun.
I just need to get a field goal range.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. And off the upright.
Hey man, that win was not pushing like that in the first half, man. That's some bullshit. He quit. He was salty. He probably needs a hug. Unanswered. 17 unanswered. It was trash, man. All eyes on me. Hands up. Hands up. Come on. Thanks for the rose, fam. All eyes on me.
Today's sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Sunshine State and Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Here's the rookie from Arkansas, Cam Little, ready to get us started. And off we go from Jacksonville. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Oh, my God.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 31 yards there and a first down. Bit of a haymaker right after the starting bell, Charles. One play on the ground, and you're already on the other side of the 50.
I like how you went boxing there. Essentially went from the weigh-in to walking into the ring, being introduced, and firing away. Big shot early.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith.
Oh.
This is
Hold up.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Pharaoh Brown, 39 yards. And the Seahawks go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
He's at the front.
He'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team, both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Now Lawrence.
Mm.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
Oh, shit. How you get that off? Right there.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Oh, shit.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. Pushing his way through.
Cutting him.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, 61 yards. And the Jaguars respond to that opening drive touchdown
That was
with one of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better.
Get off that safety. Get off the safety.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Pharaoh Brown, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air.
Damn.
So now they're seeing if they can do
Yeah,
that
dig.
performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Lawrence will throw. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10. Sets him up for 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Here's Lawrence.
Damn. Why the fuck? Oh, that's crazy.
He's got a man complete.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
But
And did he get the feed down? Yes, touchdown. Evan Ingram from 4 yards out.
And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. That's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take it. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Oh, what the fuck? Come on, dog. How?
To stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Smith will stay out there. The offense is going to go here on fourth down. Here we go on fourth. Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Throwing now is Gino. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Trying the left side with
Wow, man. What?
Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
7th play in this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 43. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Gino now to throw. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Pharaoh Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. He'll air it out deep for Thomas.
Oh, my God. What? That's crazy.
Before he gets inside the 35. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Lawrence. This is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk, 34 yards. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
You don't like my title, man?
A couple of teams locked
Happy
into
Father's
a good one here. 21 all the score as the kicks away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Now Geno.
God damn it.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Breaks through the contact. And some room to roam now.
Get the fuck out of here.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. That is taken.
Come on, man. Like what?
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The previous play, big on the ground. That one big through the air. Things have jumped up quickly.
Certainly appears that whatever their thought process is on the defensive side of the ball, they're one play behind. You know, loaded up for the pass, they hit them with the run. Load up for the run, they hit them with the pass. They've got to get in sync.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy. Unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot here before break. Smith got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now Smith, a final shot before break. And he's going to go down. So they pass up the field goal attempt to go for 6, but as a result, they leave points on the field, and that's going to do it for this first half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. A give to ETN running right. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Oh, get out of here, dog.
Right down the middle of the field. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it has worked.
And that is touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Jags grab it. And he will take this down to the 10-yard.
Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to one of the league's most recognizable homes, Lucas Oil Stadium, opened in 2008 here in Indianapolis. Matt Gay now ready to get this one started. And here we go from Indy. Nicole Hardman now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes.
Damn.
Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 43. He's got his man, that's Travis Kelce. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Pacheco. Can't run past that line. They stop him at the 3. Offense in the hurry up here. Blitz coming, Mahomes. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Reed now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On first down, it's Richardson. He's got his man. That's Alec Pierce. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. Take it across the goal line for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts finish off their opening drive. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Returnable from the 1.
Bro, what?
He's got a lane.
Oh, get that shit. Yeah.
And they steal it back on the return.
These guys are flying down the field. Reminds me of the guys at Braveheart. But different than Braveheart, these guys got 2 things on their mind. Number 1, get the returner down. And number 2, try to separate the ball if they can. It's rare that it happens, but boy, is it big when it does.
It's a completion of Michael Pittman Jr. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts need only 1 to take the lead. Michael Pittman Jr. with the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Colts take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one complete to Hopkins. going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route,
Oh, his stick
sure
no
like
more,
to see a
bro.
little bit more yardage gained.
Second down run by Pacheco. Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the first quarter. It's a 14-7 game. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Pressure coming from Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes.
Bro?
That one finds Xavier Worthy. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Mahomes on 1st and 10.
Oh my God! Like he wouldn't even jump.
And that's a Kansas City touchdown. A second touchdown through the air for him, Brock. And independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
One touchdown, you just might be right time, right place. But 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs tie things up at 14. Reed now to kick this one away. Josh Downs to return it. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing from the pistol, Richardson.
That's crazy.
The pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Second down carry for Taylor. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Offense up to the line fast. They're going to turn to Taylor on 3rd down. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Offense going for it here. 4th and 5. Trying to throw for it with Richardson. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Play made by E.J. Speed. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Indy. The Chiefs looking for a score just before the break. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 24. That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
And he gets very good yardage there. That's down inside the 10. The rookie out of UCLA in on the stop.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Now we'll give up the middle to Piron. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. Call it no gain, maybe one at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front.
Oh my God. Like what?
That's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll run Pacheco. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 2nd and goal coming up from the 7. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes.
Come on, y'all.
Almost down 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal. Back to throw Mahomes. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The Chiefs take the lead just before halftime. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Downs on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. One last play before the break. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. And a stumble coming out of the locker room at halftime as the kick goes out of bounds, Brock. So our first drive of the half is going to begin all the way up at the 40.
This might change the
10
fight.
from the 41. They'll run here following the penalty. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Looking for Michael Pittman Jr. on that throw. So they're left facing 3rd and long. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock. And physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Shotgun, handoff to Taylor.
Like, bro, run up the fucking hole.
Working quickly here. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for
Got to
it.
get it.
And he's officially in enemy territory.
Get the fuck
now.
out of
They're
here,
getting
bro.
him the opposing 49. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Dave or not. What's up, man? How you? Crazy. D lineman outrunning the plus B quarterback. Crazy.
All right, the Chiefs in
Sure
good
thing.
field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Hold up.
Run from Pacheco to start the half. And he hit a seam and got it to the opposing 44. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little
I play
fortunate they were
I
able
play
to track
followers,
him
bro.
down before an
Follow, I
even
play.
bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
2nd and 3 now. They've got a man in motion. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down. Yards afterwards.
Appreciate the follow.
A first down carry for Pacheco. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Off play action, it's Mahomes. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
If you want next, bro, you getting that.
That in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
No connection on the last play, and out 3rd down. To the air, Mahomes.
Wait, that's so wrong.
Caught for the first. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs push their lead further to start the half. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14. Reed now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. That's complete to Pittman. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Richardson now on 1st and 10. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Off the play fake, here's Richardson.
Pushing.
Great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman Jr. So now they have 3rd and short. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
It's pretty impressive, isn't it? They built this type of lead for themselves because that's actually, Kate, their first sack of the game. And that's why smart front offices and complete teams build a well-rounded roster. That way, if a core component like the pass rush today isn't there, well, the other areas of the team pick each other up.
They still need 10, but the offense getting set on 4th down. They're going for this.
Catch.
He finds him beyond the marker. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play with to start the fourth. It's the Colts ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. From the gun, Taylor. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
That one finds Josh Downs. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain. Offense in the hurry up here. From the 19. This is reeled in by Pittman. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line.
Popping.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. He has the Indianapolis touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop
Why you
and
say
give
that?
them a chance.
That one right down the middle. And the Colts chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. So just before the 2-minute warning, they're going to try to get it back with this onside kick.
Damn, nigga, the kicker one.
Yes, it's Colts football.
That was
Timing's so important for a team to recover its own onside kick, but jumped the gun there before it went 10 yards, and that drew the flag. All right,
I guess it depends on what you're looking for. I say that.
They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Peace out, zombie. Appreciate it.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Chiefs feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw.
Oh, like, what the fuck is they doing?
The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First and 10 now from the 30. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Second down now, 7 to go. It's Pacheco again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Timeout Indianapolis, that's its second. And they'll have just one left to burn now. The Colts adding a man to the secondary here. Third down coming up. Right back to Pacheco. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close.
sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Twin Cities and U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, the home of the Vikings. The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee. And off we go from Minneapolis. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. To break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. Daniels starts with a pass. That one is brought in by Terry McLaurin. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. Off the RPO, they'll get it to Brown. How about this sequence to start the drive? Back-to-back good gains, 19 for this one.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. Dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and
on them off the crowd.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg. Here's Daniels. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be taken down. Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson to the 5-yard line. Now here's 2nd and goal.
Boss, appreciate that.
One more time, it's Robinson. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Brian Robinson. Touchdown, Commanders. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing to open it up is Darnold. Into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as My guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
That's quickly out to Jefferson. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. In motion, it's Jefferson. Darnold to throw again. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one. So after one, it's the Commanders with the early lead. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. They'll try again here. Second and 10. In motion, it's Jefferson. Throwing on second down. Darnold. In the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by the former Wolverine, the rookie from Michigan.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That one's secured by the tight end Bates. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
He'll try the right side with Robinson. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Another run here for Robinson. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Two minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll have more from Minneapolis after this. It is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. And it's going to be a Commanders first down. The defense nowhere to be found. A 4th down gain of 20. A run here with the veteran. It's Austin Eckler. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. From the interior, Harrison Phillips there for the tackle. Daniels to throw on second down. That's complete. It's Jamison Crowder. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that. So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield.
I could have used this.
All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Here's Austin Seibert now to try the field goal. No issues there. This one is good. So here at halftime, it's the visitors, the Commanders, who are out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Ty Chandler now to bring it back. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll put Addison in motion. To throw on 1st down is Darnold. That one caught by the former Lion, T.J. Hawkinson. They'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
He's got a man open, and it's caught. And he's going to be brought down, but the double pass works to perfection. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 36 yards. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal. Darnold to the air once more. Oh, not a good throw there. That's across his body. It's intercepted. He's to midfield.
All that cheesing, man. All people doing. Rocking.
Just a little ways east from the nation's political arena, we're in a much different type of arena here. Northwest Stadium in Landover, Maryland. Greg Zuerlein out for the opening kick. And we're off and running from Landover. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Now Daniels off the play action. Caught him deep behind the line. The ball is out.
That's crazy.
Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And they corral him well behind the line of scrimmage. Wow, that was fast. Might be time to take a step back, and we just started this game. Maybe take a couple of deep breaths. Very first snap, and he nearly gave it away. That could have mentally taken them out of this game.
Yeah, for the player, a little bit easier to respond. For the coaches on the sidelines, that drives them crazy to see the ball on the ground. And we know how precious this ball is in this game. Got to take care of it.
Offense up to the line fast. Third and long for Daniels. The Jets get there and bring him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Well, this is exactly what the defense wants to do to these quarterbacks. You want to speed them up, and the best way to do it is to hit them and bring them to the ground. Conversely, they've got to figure out offensively how to protect. If you can't protect, you can't execute, you can't do anything offensively.
Collects this at the 35. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. That's going to be a highlight there, a 68-yard punt. And it'll be Jets football. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Stop.
On the ground for the first time. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
You know, Kay, that is the epitome of trust right there. Right, when the ball is let out of his hands, I think everybody on the sidelines in the stadium went, because you throw it in double coverage. And you may question the decision, but it's tough to challenge it when it produces results like that.
Slot man motioned over. Third down give to Hall. Pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a third down run for a first down could be so demoralizing to that defense.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Through one quarter, neither side breaking through on the scoreboard. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They'll begin the quarter with 3rd and 2. And no look there. That throw falls to the ground. Trying to find his tight end. And that brings up 4th and short. Man in motion here.
Bro, you cannot make this shit up.
He's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on 4th down, and they move those chains. Now their opening drive certainly going according to plan, Bronk. It's a new set of downs at the 27. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
The give on 2nd to Hall. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. No gain on 2nd down, and they need 2 here on 3rd. That's the 2-minute warning in what has been a defensive battle. The Jets could break this tie for a halftime lead. Commanders with an extra DB out there to defend this 3rd down. Putting a receiver in motion. They go right back to Hall. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. The Commanders in the hurry-up. They're hustling for the line. On 2nd down, Robinson. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. That was Jermaine Johnson there to make the play. 3rd down give to Robinson. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he found some running room for a nice gain. The Commanders in the hurry-up. They're hustling for the line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2. Forced out to his right. We'll get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. And he crosses midfield before going out. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I'm sure, Coach, your play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
It's caught, Eckler. And he goes out a little short of the 40. 2nd and 3 now. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Again, Daniels to the air. Chased out to his right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So it's 2nd down coming up. From the gun, it's Daniels. On the move, headed right. Intercepted in the end zone. Chuck Clark has it. And the Jets make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him, backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of his end zone, Rodgers. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Mike Sandler still makes the play. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. Austin Seibert on to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Well, Brock Martin, a touchback. This kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. On the return, here comes Kene Wangu. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we finished 2 quarters, a couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. We send a man in motion. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense.
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Mike Sandler still makes the play. And the Commanders get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Working inside the red zone. And that is caught. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders push their lead further to start the half. Seibert's able to connect on that extra point. And the Commanders double their lead to 14. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. Wangu now to return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down, Rodgers. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw. I think it's fair to say, in the eye in the sky deadline, without that ball being tipped, we were looking at the big game. A missed opportunity to push their offense and a great play on the other side to deny the throw.
Throwing again, it's Rodgers. Oh no, they get him yet again. Quan Martin with the pick. And the Commanders get it back at the 35. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on fourth and that kind of distance. And an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it right too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
Give them a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Another carry for Robinson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
He dropped.
Incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
4th down, here's Daniels. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. You get a pick 6, you get a pick 6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick 6 and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
Offense trying to add to the defensive effort and turn 6 points into 8. Man in motion, out of the slot. Rodgers trying to throw for it. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Robinson on the inside give. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 on the play, and that takes us to the end of quarter number 3. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's the Commanders' ball. A chance at a win if they can hang on to their lead through the 4th.
Yes, D, what's up, man? Thank you for the subscribe.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Ooh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards. So keep that 2nd and short play in your back pocket. The penalty goes ahead and gives them the first. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Has a man, it's Brown. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Stepke says Happy Father Day, Unc.
Here's Robinson up the middle.
Happy Father's Day to you too, bro.
Pass ahead. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal. The Jets take their first time out. All set up for an insurance score here. It's first and goal. Here's Robinson. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Timeout taken by New York. That's its second. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game. Once more, it's Robinson.
Stepke says thank you, but am not father yet.
You will be soon, man. You're a future father, so it counts, bro.
Commanding 14-point lead now in the fourth. Seibert tacks on the point after. And the Commanders lead by 15 now. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. Wangu now to return. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And an excellent return here sets them up almost at midfield.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Throwing on first down, Rodgers. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Malachi Corley reels it in. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Stepke says, look, Unc, if these antis stop playing games probably in few years.
Second and 10 now. Wilson's got it.
In a few years.
Down at about that 27-yard line. Working quickly here. Throwing once again, Rodgers. Dump off caught by his back. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball.
Do a Hail Mary play next drive. I don't need to, bro.
He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
They've got a man in motion. They'll run here. It's Hall.
Yo, y'all did that shit.
For the New York touchdown. The Jets can make it a one-score game as they trim the lead. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there.
Stepke says who using the jet.
What they were going to do, and it created
my opponent.
Hesitations for the defense, and that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jets get it back to within one score. They knew what they had to do, Brock. They got the score and now need to pull off this onside kick. And the Commanders...
Stepke says I was about to say.
About to say what?
But you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning.
Whoa, what the fuck was that? I didn't call that.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
What?
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in D.C.
I don't even have that play in my fucking playbook, bro. What the fuck was that?
All right, here we go. Second down. Daniels from the pistol. Getting out to his left. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up third down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
He'll get this one to Brown. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Looking to throw.
Hold him. Oh my God.
That falls incomplete on fourth down.
That's crazy.
I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again.
Right, Fee. What's up, bro? Happy Father's Day to you too.
To go for it the next time they get this shot.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. They send the tight end.
Stepke says sometime they decent, but last year's season they barely tried.
Ah, man. Too much shit going on. What the fuck is going on?
Here he is to throw.
What the fuck was that? Like, what?
Big gain on that play. Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set. He brings it in. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment.
Man, this man on some mess today, man. I can't even lie.
Trying to get the offense set.
On some straight mess today, bro. I don't know what's going on.
It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL
Stepke says they training you for 26.
Is that what it is?
You're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually...
Bro, like, what are y'all doing?
We're all tied up here in the fourth.
That shit
Not
crazy.
out of it yet. That conversion successfully tying this game and puts us, of course, on track for
He been on some bullshit all day.
So much momentum gain, long odds to get those 2-point conversions, but now you got to have discipline. We know, we've seen it in playoffs with limited time left. You got to make sure you finish the deal and carry this momentum you've just gained into that extra frame.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Setting up to pass. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, didn't it? And it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
Here's Robinson. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation. I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson.
Fuck.
Man, this has been such a great game. Nobody is ready for it to end just yet. After 4 quarters, we're headed to overtime.
Boston Cyber set to kick off.
From the jaws of defeat, they snatched this game away. And now we're off in overtime to decide it. Wangu now to return. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Man in motion here. They start the drive with Hall. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Dumbass.
And they pick him off.
On that same ass shit. The fuck off my field.
And he makes the Huskies go. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. To score this as a win for the Commanders. And in overtime, it was their defense who actually came up with the heroics.
That game shouldn't even been that long, man.
Steppy says, all right, chill.
I just can't stand the way people play this game, bro. Like, the shit is irritating as fuck. It'd be so fucking irritating how they play this game.
It's a win for the Commanders. As with that, we sign off from DC.
Why is everybody saying the same shit today about grabbing a camera? What's up with that, man? Is that a new trend right now?
Gray Solo says, bro pulse.
Not this dude pleading. You gotta relax, bro. It ain't that deep, my guy. I really would like to know, though. That sound like a trap. I don't even be wanting to play for, like, games like that. It steered me away from even playing, bro.
Gray Solo says you will go viral.
Well, how many followers you got? Damn, man, I don't know how I'm gonna go
Steppy
viral.
says it sounds like they calling you Lamar Jackson.
Man, I don't know what they calling me, man. But this Madden should be whack just because the community, how they be trying to cheese on the game is stupid, bro. Motherfuckers watch YouTube, learn how to play Madden. Cheese plays. And let's see what this gears look like. Start.
Stepke says I heard it was good as the original one.
Is it? Let's see.
For a time, the humans of Serra view the
Brightness settings. Brightness. 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 Enter continue. Main menu.
What the hell is wrong with
Extras.
this?
War Journal. Versus. Option 1 of 4. Extras. Quit the game.
Damn mouse wasn't even working. Is it turned off a keyboard and mouse? Guess I have to.
Retrieving data. Press enter to start. This title is pre-release software. Some platform features may not work correctly. Some game features may not work correctly and might crash. For any support queries, please visit https://support.gearsofwar.com. Audio. Subtitles. Speech to text. Text to speech. On. Screen narration off.
Steppy says ye because of the beta.
Alright, there it goes.
Steppy says it should work when it comes out.
I think it's working now. It wasn't working before. It looked like it's working now, though. Go ahead.
Come on, pin him down right there, Marlboro. Oh, you got him?
There are no greater soldiers. Anyway.
It's a New Year Jets. Let me get these. That is. I'm playing horrible on this shit. I might have to end the stream so I can practice. This game look horrible because of the setup I got it on, though. Yeah, this ain't gonna work for me, bro. I'm gonna be on later. I'm gonna holler at y'all, man.